What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jeremy's Point of View. Here in this episode, I'm checking out a news article coming to us from Screen Rant, and this is in regards to a Dodgeball movie sequel. I am a huge fan of the original Dodgeball movie. It is such a classic comedy, and to hear that we're going to be getting a Dodgeball 2 and Vince Vaughn will be back for this film, I mean, what else can I say? Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive into this article and see what is going on in the world of Dodgeball. So like I said, this comes to us from Screen Rant. Dodgeball 2 in development with Vince Vaughn returning. Dodgeball 2 has been revealed to be in development with the movie's original leading actor Vince Vaughn set to return. So let's see here. Vince Vaughn set to return in his classic role as Pete LaFleur. The original film Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story was released in 2004. God, I can't believe it's been that long. That makes me just feel extra old. But it was very well received both critically, commercially. The story, which also features a mustachioed Ben Stiller as the antagonist White Goodman, follows a group of misfits who enter a dodgeball tournament in the hopes of winning $50,000 to save their beloved local gym. According to Deadline, the Dodgeball sequel has entered the development stage at 20th Century Studios, which also produced the original. Vaughn has also been confirmed to reprise his starring role and will likely work on the project as a producer. The movie is expected to continue the story of LaFleur, who ended the last film by winning the dodgeball tournament and using that prize money to keep his gym open. While no other story details have been revealed yet for Dodgeball 2, Justin Long, who played Justin Redmond in the original, a patron of LaFleur's gym and member of his dodgeball team, briefly addressed the sequel's concept in October of 2022. Long said that Vaughn had pitched him a sequel idea, which Long complimented that it was great and funny. Though he refrained from saying what it was exactly, Long also said he would love to return for a sequel after hearing the pitch from Vince Vaughn. The sequel will be written by Jordan Van Dina, which likely means that Vaughn and Van Dina have discussed Vaughn's idea for the plot or will be working together on the screenplay. Van Dina has worked with Vaughn recently in the 2020 comedy The Binge and will be penning the screenplay for the upcoming Dennis Rodman biopic 48 Hours in Vegas. Roshan Marshall Thurber wrote and directed the original film, and while he floated the idea of a TV series based on Dodgeball, it remains uncertain whether he will return for the upcoming movie sequel. Long seemed open to the idea of returning, and other intriguing comedians who played small roles in the original could be brought back to great comic effect, such as Jason Bateman, Alan Tudyk, Stephen Root, Missy Pyle, Christine Taylor, and Gary Cole. However, the one casting that is in doubt is Ben Stiller as Globo Gym's pompous owner. Long said he spoke with Stiller about the project, but Stiller was wary of doing sequels despite his love for White Goodman. While Stiller's involvement remains dubious, Dodgeball 2 is seemingly now in the works with more details likely to come in the future. I mean, come on, everybody. 2004 Dodgeball, it's a classic. Can they build off of that? You know, I'm always a little bit wary when it comes to sequels. It feels like Hollywood has kind of run out of ideas. But as far as movies with the potential for a sequel, I wouldn't be opposed to a Dodgeball sequel, knowing that Vince Vaughn is behind it and was the one that originally pitched the idea. Gives me a bit more faith in something like this, that this isn't just a studio cash grab. You know, if there was a Dodgeball 2 coming out and Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, Justin Long, like none of the original cast or anybody that was involved in it was returning, I'd say this is just a glorious cash grab. This is just a glorious cash grab, if I could say that right the first time. Just like all those bullshit American Pie movies, you know what I mean? So the fact that Vaughn is behind it, he's the one that kind of pitched the idea, that it sounds like Justin Long wants to return. They could probably get some of these other actors to return. I'm sure Ben Stiller is a little bit weary, especially after Zoolander 2, which was a complete and utter flop. So I can understand why he would be a little weary on sequels. But you know what? I've always been a big fan of Vince Vaughn. I loved him. I love those, that generation of comedy movies, whether it be Dodgeball, Wedding Crashers, even Zoolander. Like, there was just a phenomenal era of comedy that I grew up in, and I miss it. You know, these are movies that I still go back and watch to this day. Dodgeball is still a classic. You know, if it was on TV, I'd watch it. Sometimes I pop it in. I probably watch it at least once a year or so. You know, it's just one of those good, feel-good movies you can laugh through. It's a classic. You know, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So once again, you guys, let me know in the comment section below what you ultimately think. Are you guys excited for the potential of a Dodgeball sequel? And what's your favorite Vince Vaughn film? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, I will see you guys on the next episode of Jeremy's Point of View. Until next time, peace.